Hello and welcome everyone. I'm back with another video. So in this video, we're going to talk about transport, another very important topic. So let's get started. The first question is, what modes of transportation do you frequently use? Sample answer, I frequently use a variety of modes of transportation, including, you can add, depending on the distance, convenience, and purpose of my travel. Each mode offers its own advantages and suits different travel needs. Also, if you have to give some examples, you can say, I frequently or I often use different modes of transportation to travel from point A to point B. Some of the modes of transportation that I often use is basically trains. Then you can say buses, cabs, and also sometimes my personal car, depending on where I need to go and the distance and traffic and other situations. Okay, question number 2. How important do you think public transportation is in cities? Sample answer, public transportation plays a vital role in cities by providing accessible, affordable, and sustainable mobility options for residents and reducing traffic congestion and pollution. It enhances connectivity, promotes social inclusion, and contributes to the overall livability of urban environments. Okay. So you can also say, yes, that public transportation is quite important because it helps you reduce a lot of pollution. It helps you save the environment, because if every individual starts using their personal vehicle, there's going to be a lot of pollution. Also, it helps with better connectivity. It is, for example, if you're talking about trains in particular, it also helps you beat traffic. And that could be one of the greatest benefits of public transport. But most of all, I think it is very economical, very cheap, that is. It helps you beat traffic. It helps you with the connectivity, and it's just very convenient, especially if you're living in a nice city. Obviously, in rural areas, it might not be as convenient as it is in bigger cities, but at the same time, it definitely can serve a greater purpose in areas where you hardly have any connectivity. So in that sense, public transportation is quite important and should be used frequently. Okay, now let's see another question. So, question number 3. Can you describe your typical commute to work or school? Okay, sample answer is, my typical commute to work or school involves, fill that in. Usually, I usually plan my route in advance, taking into account factors such as traffic conditions and transit schedules to ensure a smooth and efficient journey. So, for example, just to fill it in, and also to give you some idea, you can say, typically I commute to work by train. And I think it is very convenient because mostly it's always on time. It helps me save a lot of time, and all in all, very cheap and very efficient. So I think there's nothing more to say here. Okay, next is, how do you pass the time during your commute? Now, this can be a very interesting answer. Sample answer, during my commute, I often use the time productively by, fill that in. It helps me make the most of my time and turn what would otherwise be idle moments into opportunities for learning or relaxation. While I think not a lot of people might do that, because after, obviously, you're commuting and you're looking for some relaxed time. So maybe reading might not be something that a lot of people might do. So you can also say commute time is the time when I'm looking for some relaxation. So in order to relax myself, I might listen to some really nice music. I could listen to some podcast. I could watch videos, funny videos, and basically, do something light that does not really engage me a lot, but at the same time helps me pass the time. So these are some of the things I might do. And for a lot of people, they might just not look at their phones, instead just observe people. And some people genuinely enjoy that. So if you're if you're somebody who loves to observe people or look outside the window because you don't want to look at your screen, you can say that also. I mean, even that works, because anything that you do that's helping you pass the time could be a potential point in your answer. Okay, now the next one is question 5. Do you think people should use more sustainable modes of transportation? Why or why not? Okay, the sample answer is absolutely. Encouraging the use of sustainable modes of transportation, such as walking, cycling, or public transit, is crucial for reducing carbon emissions, mitigating climate change, and promoting healthier and more environmentally friendly lifestyle. I think this answer sums it up. But in case you want to write something more, you can say that this is a practice that we have to promote at all costs so that we give a better and more protected environment to our coming generation. Also, we have to reverse the damage that we've already caused. So the best way forward would be to encourage people to use public transport, and even in that, more sustainable modes of transportation, so that we make our planet more livable, and also so that we do not leave a disaster for the coming generation or for the future generation. Okay, next is, how can governments promote sustainable transport options? Sample answer: governments can promote sustainable transport options through various measures, including investing in public transit, infrastructure, implementing bike lanes and pedestrian friendly initiatives, providing incentives for eco friendly vehicles, and raising awareness about the benefits of sustainable transportation choices. Also, governments should try and hold campaigns for it. Governments can hold they can organize competitions, they can offer some prize, and also they should have advertisements showcasing it, and also introduce it as a topic in schools and colleges so that you can educate the younger generation to follow some really nice and sustainable options. Okay, now let's see the next one. So, can you share a memorable travel experience you've had using public transportation? Sample answer: one memorable travel experience I had using public transportation was, fill it in. It allowed me to immerse myself in the local culture, interact with fellow travelers, and discover hidden gems of the beaten path. This is quite philosophical, but it sounds great. So, for example, I can say one of the incidents that really, stayed with me for a long time was this one time I was traveling, and there was this very nice and kind looking old lady who had no place to sit. So I just wanted to offer her my seat to sit, and she refused. I thought that she was probably offended because I, thought maybe because she thought that I was treating her like she was too old, and yeah, I was thinking very differently about it. And then she told me that the doctor had advised her to mostly stand and be active and keep moving, and that was the reason for not accepting the seat. And but she was very happy with the kind gesture. So it taught me a lesson that you cannot always judge by the action itself. Sometimes the reality is very different from what you can think of. So that was very interesting, and I was very happy that she was not offended by the end of it, and it all went really well. Okay, question number 8. How do you think traveling by public transportation differs from driving a car? Sample answer: traveling by public transportation offers a different experience from driving a car, as it allows for greater convenience, cost savings, and reduced environmental impact. It also offers opportunities for social interaction, relaxation, and sightseeing without the stress of navigating traffic or finding parking. I think this is a very good answer. So I'm not giving anything extra here because this answer, I think, sums it up really well. Okay, next is, what do you think the future of transportation will look like? Sample answer. The future of transportation is likely to be shaped by advancements in technology, sustainability, and urban planning. We may see the rise of electric and autonomous vehicles, improved public transit systems, and innovative mobility solutions aimed at enhancing efficiency, safety, and accessibility. Yeah, even this answer I think is perfect. You can also say that maybe in the future people are going to try and be more efficient with the best technology available. And now that we're moving towards electronic vehicle, this is one of the steps that I think most of the countries have taken to go in the path or on the path of sustainability. And I think this idea is not only going to help us save money in terms of how economical everything is, but also it's going to encourage people to follow suit when it comes to other areas where we can be more sustainable. So I think the area of transportation is going to influence other industries to follow suit. Okay, question number 10. How do you think transportation will evolve in response to environmental concerns? Sample answer. Transportation is increasingly being influenced by environmental concerns, leading to a shift towards greener and more sustainable modes of travel. This may include the widespread adoption of electric vehicles, the expansion of bike sharing programs, and the promotion of walkable cities to reduce carbon emissions and combat climate change. So I think the change has already begun. So you can also say the change has already begun. We're getting to see it in our immediate surrounding. We can see people moving from the regular petrol diesel vehicle to an electronic vehicle. And the government has come out with a lot of initiatives to support these choices. On top of that, I think looking at the environmental situation, more such actions will be taken in the future, which is going to help us save and preserve our precious environment. Okay, so that is it. I think this topic is very crucial because there are a lot of interesting things you can add here. Again, you're going to need a lot of examples to fill the answer and make it your own. So please try to practice so that you're able to give your best answers. That is it in this video. I will see you in our next video. Till that time, keep practicing and take care. Bye-bye.